welcome to Joe's Nose NFL episode 4. Today we have a packed episode and a packed panel. Today we're going through the week 1 review and a huge Jeopardy game. Of course, with us today we have Giacomo Imperiali, Will Kukowski, Brian Burke, Matt Freeman, and of course me, Jack Kemmler. We're going to start off with the week 1 review. We're going to ask everybody one question. We'll start off with Giacomo. Is it time to panic with the Giants after losing 40-0 on primetime Sunday night?
I mean, I think panic's the wrong word, but I really think that it should not be an overreaction that the Giants really look terrible. And this is coming from a Giants fan. So the main thing to highlight, obviously, is that the offense struggled immensely. Now, Daniel Jones did not look good at all, but I would say the problem is, here's the stat, is that he was pressured on 66.7% of his dropbacks in that Sunday night game, which was the worst by 13% in the entire league, showing that Giants defense, that Giants O-line is just horrendous. And it really is not Daniel Jones' fault entirely. Now, he could have made better reads, he could have made better throws, but he was under the most pressure by far by any quarterback this week. Now, on the defense side of the ball, they just struggled all around. I mean, it just was not pretty. Tony Pollard ran the whole field all over them. Dak really he didn't have to do anything special to win that game. I mean, it was really just an all-around just beatdown for the Giants. So, is it time to panic? I don't think panic's the right word, but to be very concerned, I would agree with that.
I'm going to disagree with you, and I'm just going to say flat out, panic is the right word, okay? You're at home against a division rival. That's going to be very important for the playoff race in the NFC and a potential division race, and you get blown by 40. There was not one bright spot of that entire game for the Giants. That offense, you said it, went absolutely nowhere. Daniel Jones had no time. I think Daniel Jones is honestly the least of the problems on the offensive side of the ball. The offensive line was the worst I've ever seen. I mean, the running game is the running game that you can't run without an offensive line. And then I think everyone can agree here, the Giants have a bottom 3 receiver group in the NFL. Daniel Jones is the least of the problems on the offensive side of the ball. Now, just the defensive side of the ball, that's just laughable. So, giving up 40 points, like, come on. So I think it is panic time with the Giants. I might be early because it's week 1, but literally not one thing went right for the New York Giants. How can it not be panic time?
Yeah. I mean, I'm going to, real quick, I'm just going to agree and disagree. I agree with the fact, really do, that Daniel Jones really is the least of the problems. It's really, the problem is the offensive line and just how terrible it was. Evan Neal was getting beat every play by Micah Parsons. It wasn't even close. And now the rumor is that Andrew Thomas is going to be out for a couple weeks, which is by far and away the Giants' best lineman, which is just going to be another major setback for this offense. But I think you said it. Like, it's week 1. To me, it's a little too early to panic. Now, if the Giants go into Arizona this week and lose to Josh Dobbs, then I would panic. I would say 100% hit the reset button. The season's over. But right. After, I get it was a very embarrassing loss, but the Giants can still rebound in some way. I'm not saying that they can be all that great, but I don't think it's time to panic just yet.
That's fair.
All right, moving on to Will. Who do you think is the best squad in the AFC? I mean, a very lackluster performance from the Bills, Chiefs, and Bengals, and teams rose to the top like the Dolphins and the Jaguars. So do you still think it's one of those top 3 teams, or can one of the new teams rise to the top in the AFC?
Yeah, as you know, coming into the season, very big on Trevor Lawrence, big on the Jaguars, but I don't think their win against my Colts was very impressive. The Colts they played probably their best game they played since the year before last year. The defense stopped the run very efficiently until the last quarter. They were moving the ball on offense very well. They just kind of had a very good control over the Jaguars for a long time. And Trevor Lawrence didn't really look as sharp. He had a few throws that are amazing. So I'm going to shy away from the Jaguars and their high-powered offense. And just going to go back to the chalk pick here with the Chiefs. The injury to Travis Kelce, Chris Jones finally has a deal. They're both going to be back week 2. And it's just all sails down. The Chiefs are going to go for the Super Bowl again. They were the best team last year. They came into the league, still have Patrick Mahomes, still one of the best teams in the league. I don't see this loss that they suffered against a very good Lions team. I don't see it derailing their season.
Yeah, I was just going to say, you kind of took my point right there. I'm going to agree with Will 100% here. The Chiefs lose a very close game too. I think the team's going to win the NFC North. I mean, this Lions team is just so slept on. They have so much talent on both sides of the ball, and it's week 1. It's an opener. It's always a tough game the first week. So I still would agree with Will. I think the Chiefs are still the best team in the AFC.
All right, moving on to Burke. I mean, your favorite team, the Seahawks, a very bad performance against the Rams. Should you be worried?
I don't think worried is the word to go here. I feel like you're going to have some concerns, especially with the injuries, Charles Cross and Abraham being out. You're starting 2 tackles. So the running game's not going to be as great. And that's some worry from there. Tyler Lockett's also going to be out with concussion. Devin Witherspoon is very limited with a hamstring injury. Also, to mention this cornerback core giving up 119 yards from Puka Noka and Tutu Atwell. That's just 2 players that shouldn't have that much yards, especially with this cornerback core, especially with Cooper Kupp being out. He was a very good threat. But, yeah, also the D-line, they were ranked number 30 in the league last year on rush defense, and it shows Kyron Williams and Cam Akers had both combined 3 touchdowns. So it's kind of concerning, but I don't think it's worrisome. Also, playing the Detroit Lions next week, I expect a loss from there. But I feel like there's some bright spots, especially from this talented roster. So we'll see from the season.
All right, moving on to Matt. What team and player really stood out to you in that very eventful week 1?
Yeah, so I'm going to start out with the player, and this is going to be a bit of a homer pick being an Ohio State fan, but Paris Johnson Jr. was by far, I believe, the best rookie in week 1. He allowed 0 pressures, 0 QB hits, and 0 sacks in his entire first game as Arizona Cardinal, James Smith-Williams was the guy he was going up against almost every rep, and I understand it's not Chase Young like the Commanders will normally have on the opposite side of the ball, but he did a phenomenal job keeping him in check and was absolutely flawless at the tackle spot. So, I mean, that's really impressive to see out of a younger guy. And then if we're talking about the team that impressed me the most, I'm going to go with the New Orleans Saints. I mean, they really gutted out a tough, gritty victory against the Titans, and not everything was going for them. But we see Chris Olave, a great weapon at wide receiver. He had a phenomenal game. Michael Thomas seems to be back, making a couple great catches. And that defense looks really sound. Marshawn Lattimore looks like he could be one of the best corners in the league again this year with 4 pass deflections and an interception. I really like the Saints defense. They proved how good they could be against the Titans this week. And then that offense just grinded out a victory. I really like them moving forward, and I think they're a lock to win the NFC South.
Yeah, two really good picks there. I want to hop in with just real quick 2 players that I really want to highlight that had stellar performance. First, I want to go to the New York Jets. Quincy Williams had one of the best defensive performances all week. 10 solo tackles total, 1 for loss. I mean, just was all around the Bills wide receiver core all night. They terrorized them, and he really stepped up in a big way for a game that really did mean a lot to Jets fans in the season opener, as Jack would say.
I want to hop in and ask a real quick question. Going back to another Ohio State player, DeJuan Jones this time, stepping in halfway through the game, actually a little bit more early for the Cleveland Browns, as Jack Conklin goes down. It was a very scary hit. Rolls over his own player, ended up, tearing something's leg, out for the whole year. DeJuan Jones, a high draft pick, a very, very touted prospect at the O tackle position, making an early debut. Freed, what do you have about him?
I mean, it was between Paris Johnson and DeJuan Jones or who I was going to highlight. I chose Paris Johnson just because he was the higher pick. But Paris Johnson DeJuan Jones with the same exact stat line, no hurries, no QB hits, and no sacks allowed, which is phenomenal. And it's even more impressive for a guy like DeJuan Jones, who was seen as a little bit more of a project, like an Anthony Richardson at quarterback, where his physicals are off the charts. He's quick for his size, and he is an absolute monster. It was the technique that scouts were a little bit concerned about, but he really showed that he can hack it in the NFL. I mean, he played a beautiful week 1, and if this is how he's going to show up on a week in, week out basis, he could be a franchise left or right tackle.
All right, moving on to the last question for me, diehard Jets fan. One of the worst things to watch on Monday Night Football was seeing Aaron Rodgers get hurt on his 4th play as a New York Jet. So Zach Wilson came in, played basically the whole game, and honestly, in my opinion, played very solid. I mean, that first half did not look good. I had one of those, interceptions where you say, oh, it's Zach Wilson. But the second half, he looked really composed, like he did all preseason, like he did all training camp. So the question right now in all these sports shows is Zach Wilson or sign a free agent quarterback. And in my opinion, I think it's just Zach Wilson because these free agent quarterbacks are not going to lead you any further than Zach is. I mean, you talk about Matt Ryan, Carson Wentz, those guys aren't going to lead you anywhere. At most, they're going to give you a playoff spot, but not anything past the first round. So I don't think there's any point in doing that. I think unless you're trading for somebody like Matt Stafford, who, could become available towards the deadline, that's definitely a possibility. An actual guy could lead you to the promised land. I think at this point, you just got to ride with Zach Wilson and hope he has a very solid year in that Jets offense.
So, Jack, I just want to ask you a question really quick. Do you believe Zach Wilson to be a guy who can take you through the playoffs like Brock Purdy did? I know he fell short in the playoffs with the 49ers last year, but the Jets have a similar situation. Their defense is going to be one of the best in the league. They have phenomenal weapons. Breece Hall looked great. Dalvin Cook, Garrett Wilson looks like he's one of the best receivers in the league. Those weapons are fantastic. That defense is great. If you get the right guy at the quarterback position, this could be a Super Bowl team. I mean, obviously Aaron Rodgers went down, but do you think Zach Wilson can be this year's Brock Purdy, or is that too much?
I mean, this year's Brock Purdy is very hard because he won every single game he did as a Niner until that NFC Championship. But that second half looked really promising. The offense looked very solid there. The O-line was actually blocking very well for him. And I think that's where he's at his best, when he's doing the play actions, when he's dumping them off. You have so many playmakers on this team. You saw Breece Hall get over 100 yards in his first game back. Garrett Wilson is, of course, you saw catching the end zone. Still have Lazard, Dalvin Cook, Mecole Hardman. I still think this team has a lot of weapons. And if Wilson does do the Purdy route where Hackett caters the offense towards him and he lets the weapons do the job, I think we could definitely see a playoff team right here. I just don't know how far they get into the playoffs. So now we're going to move on to the Jeopardy. Of course, we want to remind you, 25 points for a game show win. So this is going to be big for everybody in here. The teams are going to be Giacomo and Matt versus Brian and Will. It's going to be a very good one. So we'll start off right here. Let's go. Will and Burke first can pick the category. Of course, how it's going to go. They get to choose the category, then they guess it. If they get it wrong, no negative points, but the next team can steal it for half the points. That's how it's going to work.
All right, we'll take 400.
Okay, so name this player for 400. This is going to be a bit different. Of course, you can see 400. You got right here is your 400 player. Name this player.
Stalin.
Oh, okay.
That's a stat line throughout his career.
I'm thinking Robert Woods here, Burke.
Robert Woods.
Yeah, it's Robert Woods.
And yes, that is correct. It is Robert Woods. Team one on the board with 400 points.
Clap it up right there.
Alternate now to Jock and Matt.
You think name that year 600?
Yeah, sure. Let's give it a shot.
All right.
Name that year 600. 25 points were scored in this last 2 minutes of the AFC Divisional Championship in which year?
Last year, am I right?
Last year, yeah. I was just about to say it was Bills Chiefs, right?
That would be 2022. Yeah. What is 2022?
That's wrong.
We'll be stealing that, Burke. I saw that. Burke, I knew you knew it. Burke was grinning early. Burke, you get it.
Is it 2021?
It is 2021. Up to 700 points. Team one.
I like it.
Not the game I was thinking of, though?
And they're back up.
Was that the game? Was it from the Bills Chiefs game?
Yeah, it was. Yeah.
Holmes, Allen.
That's bad.
All right. Yo, Burke. I say we put up another 400.
400. All right.
I say we keep it cruising. What do you want? What are we thinking here?
Let's see.
You want to do name that year? That was pretty doable.
Yeah, sure.
We'll do name that year 400.
Name that year 400. What year did Eddie Lacy win Rookie of the Year and the Seahawks were the Super Bowl champs?
2013 and 2014.
Final answer.
Let's do 2014.
Oh,
you. Yeah, I was going to say 2013. I was going to say 2013.
Yeah. The next one. Yep. All right.
I knew it was 2013 all along.
All right.
Matt and Jock.
We'll bounce back.
Jack, I like to name the player. I'm not going to lie to you.
Name the player?
Yeah. Let's go.
You're
Six?
300, aren't you?
600.
All right, Skylar Thompson.
That's wrong. On to Will and Burke.
I have no
To be
clue.
honest with you, I
Yeah.
think Trevor Simeon's a good answer. 'Cause I don't know anybody else.
Yeah,
That's your guess?
Yeah.
for that, I guess.
It is Teddy Bridgewater.
Teddy B. Oh, he played for the Dolphins last year. Teddy
got
Two Gloves.
He's got a tough.
All right, Will.
Oracle fantasy season. Maybe like 400. What do you think?
Let's do it.
400.
You want to do it?
This Chargers player holds the highest scored fantasy season in 2006 with 481 points.
Chargers player. Chargers player. Oh. This is
Is it Rivers? No, it can't. Isn't he he was quarterback around this time, right?
I'm pretty sure it's Philip Rivers.
There, guess?
Yes. I'm not like sound. Yeah, Philip Rivers.
That's wrong.
I faked him out. I acted like I was disappointed.
Oh, no.
It's LT, right? It's LT. It's LT.
It's Danian Tomlinson.
Yeah, it's Ladainian Tomlinson. That's what I thought.
I wasn't even looking at your reaction. I
Let's go,
just didn't
baby.
know who else it would be.
Let's go, baby.
Oh,
All right, 700 to 400, and Matt's team is back.
All right, want to name this player 200?
sure.
All right, name this player 200.
All right, name this player 200. Oh, gosh.
Oh, this is Brandon Cooks, right?
Didn't even see the thing.
Brandon Cooks.
I mean, I think it has to be.
It has to be.
Yeah.
He was on Houston last year. He was on Dallas this year. It has to be Brandon Cooks.
I don't really remember him being a Ram, but yeah, I think Brandon Cooks is it. Yeah.
I mean, he's
Hold on. Let me just see the stats. That's like a Brandon Cooks 2023. Yeah, it's Brandon Cooks, I think.
yeah, it has to be. It has to be Brandon Cooks.
Yes, it is Brandon Cooks.
I just want to make sure.
All right, Will.
Yo, we'll take name top 3 for 200.
Okay.
We're
right, so
we're
Before
rolling
we preface
with that.
this, the question is name 3 of the top 5 highest paid annually defensive players in the NFL currently. You could throw 4 guesses to me, four names, and those are your final 4 names of the top 5, as long as you get 3 of them.
Dexter Lawrence, Aaron Donald, who are the other guys? Chris Jones
And you said Myles Garrett.
and Myles Garrett. We'll throw those 4 up.
That's wrong.
Nick Bosa, Chris Jones,
And Donald, we're saying.
Aaron Donald. We have one more. Nick Bosa,
Um,
Aaron Donald.
Do we
And
want to throw TJ Watt there?
And sure, let's throw TJ
All right,
Watt.
and TJ Watt.
Oh, and that is correct.
Let's
Chris
go.
Jones
Really good.
Oh,
That's
TJ
really
Watt
Chris Jones.
saved us.
barely got 25 million. Actually, after incentives, it can get up to 25 million. So he's not even close to 25 million
Who?
from these guys. And,
Chris
that's
Jones?
half points.
Oh wow.
Tied up.
Chris Jones, huh? He wasn't there. All
All
right,
right, next one for Matt's up.
another 200.
I feel like name the missing player hasn't been touched yet. Do you
Let's
think
give
it's
it a
going to be that tough?
Let's give it a shot.
All right, name the missing player for 200.
2019 Chiefs, the receiving core was Tyreek Hill, who, and McCole Hardman.
I mean,
MVS, right?
it's well, we're gonna go Marquez.
This goes by stats and depth chart and the season.
It has to be
That's right.
MVS, right?
Marquez Valdez Scantling.
Yeah.
That's wrong.
I don't know why, but Sammy Watkins is like coming to my head as one of them. I feel like he played for them at one point for a while.
You can throw it out there, I guess.
We're just
But I-
gonna go Sammy Watkins. It's gonna be so wrong.
Sammy Watkins is correct.
Come on, getting out of
Sure.
MVS didn't join the Chiefs until 2022.
Ugh.
Really? 2022.
That was
Yeah, 2022. Yeah.
That was MVS was on the Packers for like 5 years.
Yeah, I didn't. I'm gonna be honest with you.
Oh my goodness, Sammy Watkins! What
All right,
a
Will.
snipe!
Will and Burke, you're back up.
You
Up by
I'm
100. This is
sorry.
a very close game here.
We'll pull it.
Burke.
No one's got towards the 800s or
Burke,
1000s yet.
Burke, are we doing the historic fantasy season?
Yeah.
Actually,
let's do
wait. Let's do name that year. Nate, we're not gonna get the fantasy season.
Yeah. Let's just do, yeah.
I'm not good at
200 or-
fantasy. Name that year. 200.
Name that year 200. What year did Michael Thomas and Stephon Gilmore win the offensive and defensive AP Player of the Years?
like the whole like pass interference call. Like that was the Rams Saints. What was that year? That was
Oh wait, that was 2018 then.
that was 2018. Yeah,
I believe, yeah. I believe
wanna
that's
just-
2018.
2018. Yeah.
That's wrong.
2019. Thank you for the point.
2019. Yep.
Damn, I
Wow,
don't know.
ties it back up.
Let's go.
Beautiful.
And then-
8. Name that historic fantasy season for 800.
Name me the 4 quarterbacks in the top 5 of fantasy points in a season since 2010.
Hold on.
Okay.
Well,
So-
is
Mahomes.
this best seasons or all combined, like in the past decade?
So in the past decade, right? Whenever say you have Derek Carr and he put up 450 points, he's number 1 on the list.
450.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's just the one season. Like
It's just the one season.
Okay, so Mahomes,
right, so give me the 5.
Lamar, Rodgers, Breeze, and Brady.
That's wrong. What are the 5 quarterbacks?
Oh, are we doing Lamar, Rodgers, Mahomes? All right, we're gonna do Lamar, Rodgers, Mahomes, Russ, and Manning. Payton. Not Eli, because Eli's a fraud.
Missed out on just one of them. Josh Allen was the one guy.
Oh,
Allen.
Really?
Man, good call.
Yeah, Mahomes is the guy who did it
points are
twice.
getting more, right?
I can't believe nobody said Cam Newton. I would have thought Cam Newton 2015 MVP year.
Oh, I didn't even think of
Good
it.
call.
Didn't get in there.
All right.
All right. Will, you're up.
Players.
Name me 3 of the top 5 NFC North players with the most receiving or rushing touchdowns since 2015. So this doesn't count passing.
Oh,
Wow.
what?
Forgot to write that in. No,
This is
no, it's only
400
receiving and rushing.
points?
oh wow, that's tough.
4 names. I'll give you like Dalvin Cook. How about this? Dalvin Cook, Kenny Galladay, and
You want to just stop right there?
Amari Rodgers.
All right. Yeah. Matt, you're up.
We're good. All right, Devontae Adams. How did they forget about him?
I like Devontae. Adam Thielen was drafted by the Vikings.
Yep,
He was there a billion
I
years.
love the Dalvin Cook guess though. I think
Okay,
that
I
one's right.
I feel like this is unfair that they gotta go. They have like 4 minutes to take this.
so
I think
we're
it's
saying
It's half
Devontae
points.
Look at my
Thielen.
Dalvin Cook pick.
What are we saying? Devontae Thielen, Dalvin.
Do we get 3 guesses or 5?
4 guesses.
4
All right,
guesses.
so Devontae Thielen, Dalvin, and Calvin Johnson didn't play enough during. since
No.
2015.
He
Yeah,
retired.
absolutely not.
Oh, Aaron Jones in there. He played for a minute and he got bulk of the touchdowns.
That's true.
There's
All right,
no
so
one
we're gonna
else
go.
in-
I
Yeah.
like it. I don't think so. All right, so we're gonna go Dalvin, Adam Thielen, Devontae Adams, and Aaron Jones.
Got 4 out of the 5. Good job there.
Wow, let's go,
Oh,
baby.
let's go.
Yeah, Jamal bounced all around the NFC North.
Yeah, that's a big one
That's
right there.
crazy.
That's
You guys
crazy. You guys
forgot
forgot
Devontae
Devontae
I was
Adams.
gonna take Adam Jones. I was gonna take Adam Jones, but I didn't think he was.
Devontae Adams has the most, right, Jack? Out of any of them?
Yeah, Devontae Adams.
Yeah.
That was bad. We laughed
We
on
want
that.
historic fantasy season 200.
Yes.
Okay.
Let's just
This
widen the
receiver top Jerry Rice with this 2021 fantasy season, having the most receiver points ever in a season.
It's Tyreek, correct? Or no, wait, or is it? It's not Justin Jefferson. It wasn't last year.
It was either
Tyreek.
Justin Jefferson or Tyreek.
Has to be Tyreek. This was his. 2021 was his last year in Kansas City, right?
Dude, this is tough. All right, sure, do Tyreek. I mean, if we don't,
I think it has to be because.
all right,
he
go
went to the-
Tyreek.
All right, Tyreek Hill. Tyreek Hill.
On to Will.
Wow.
I knew it, dude.
Burke, I would like to drop a
Oh,
third name
it might-
into your hands.
Hold on.
This might be the year Stephon Diggs was like, "Oh, stirring that pot."
I think I know who it is.
Because wait, Josh Allen was on the list. 2021 was the year he was on the list. He had to throw the ball to somebody. This was him and Stephon Diggs whole season.
All
Whole
right,
season. What are you thinking, Burke?
let's do it.
Jack, if they get it
Stephon
wrong,
Diggs.
can I give you my guess before you reveal just to see if I'm right?
Yeah.
Nope.
Stephon Diggs.
They
right
said
here.
Stephon Diggs, which is wrong. So Matt, if you want to.
If it's not Justin Jefferson, low key Devontae Adams, but let's see.
No, I mean this. I don't know. You guys didn't remember this. This was easily one of the best receiver seasons of all time. Won the Triple Crown. Cooper Cup.
Oh, Cooper
Oh,
Kupp.
God.
Oh.
Okay, never mind. Never
Oh
mind.
God, that was terrible.
These 200s fly right by you. All right.
yeah.
Will's up.
The whole video.
Wow, that was terrible.
Holy.
All
That
right,
was-
Burke. Burke, I say we do Name this player for 1,000. I say we just like
Risk it. We're gonna risk
do
it.
it. Like let's just do it.
1,000?
Jock, I
1,000.
feel like we're gonna sneak one of them in. And I
Yeah, me too.
1,000, Will?
Yep.
Okay.
Rick, I know.
I don't know.
All right, Free, go ahead.
Is it OJ Howard?
That's what I was thinking. Stop, bro.
No.
Oh, what?
Austin
Who is
Safarian
that?
Jenkins.
You know who that is, though. OJ Howard was he?
Austin Safarian Jenkins.
Yeah, that's a name right there.
Oh my god, dude,
Was
that was
he
like a
ever
pull
bet
up from like
Howard?
full court.
Yeah,
That
I
was
don't
like
know.
that was like a pull from full court, like halfway through a regular season game.
OJ Howard
Out of nowhere.
All right, Matt. I think we just got to build. I think we go with the last 400 left on the board.
Yeah, 100%. Name the missing
All right,
player.
name that missing player for 400.
2020 Buccaneers, Tom Brady, this running back, and Mike Evans. This
Leonard-
goes by stats and depth chart.
Leonard
All right.
Fournette is, I guess.
Leonard Fournette.
On to Will.
We're throwing Jai out for the final guess.
It's Ronald Jones.
That's what it was. Jones.
Where
Ronald
was Fournette?
Jones.
Fournette played
Was
3
Fournette
games
still
that
in
season.
Jacksonville?
He put.
No, Fournette, he played 3 games.
that wasn't a bad guess at all, Jock.
Yeah,
That
Ronald Jones was a 1,000-yard rusher.
I was
that year.
thinking Ronald Jones. I just
You know what?
didn't
That
know-
was-
I couldn't. Whatever.
All right,
Your turn, right?
Will.
Burke, this is your pick.
We have to do 600 probably.
All right. Name the missing player.
Yeah. I don't know. It's pretty hard. All right.
was.
No.
Oh, there you go.
Oh my.
2020 Packers consist of Aaron Jones,
Oh,
AJ
wow.
Dillon, and this running back.
I think I actually know this, Matt. I could be wrong. I think I actually
Okay.
do know this.
You know this.
Shout out.
Ty Montgomery.
Hold on.
With a guess? It's on the Matt's team.
No guess?
That was it. Ty Montgomery? No, it's not right.
All right, Jamal Williams.
Jamal Williams, that is correct.
Hey,
Wow.
let's go. Come on.
Wow. Ty Montgomery played for the Packers. He was their RB3 in 2019. I'm not even joking.
Oh, fantasy season. So we'll go name top 3.
All
Yo,
right,
we got
name
a
top
fantasy
3.
season next, Burke.
600.
600?
Yeah, 600. Yeah.
Name 3 of the top 7 tight ends with the most receiving touchdowns since 2010.
Light. Got him right there. Gronk, Kelsey, and
Jimmy Graham.
Jimmy Graham. And then for the last one, we could do. I don't know who you thinking. Darren
Kittle.
Wallace. guy.
Kittle, maybe.
Sure, Kittle.
All right,
I
and
think
Kittle.
I'm the first 3 though.
Yep, you got the top 3.
Yo,
Yeah. Antonio
I told
Gates.
you.
That was a set. That
I
was a
told you, Antonio
600.
Gates.
All right, calm down.
Heavy
All right,
lead there.
got it.
Oh my dude,
We gotta do
that was
1,000.
easier than like playing Rutgers in any sport.
All right, Will, you're up.
We got 2,000.
Yeah. Yo, name top 3. Want to do it?
Two
One
of them
grand?
are.
That was a cookie.
worth
Like that was a
2,000.
layup.
Wait, one's a 2,000.
We're doing the name top 3.
All right.
We're doing it.
1,000.
Yeah.
Name 3 of the top 8 AFC East rushing leaders since 2010.
Oh wow.
All right. LaShawn McCoy, Damian White, and J.J.
You get one more.
Is it right?
You get one more guess.
All right, one more guess. Give me Rex Burkhead. I'm not even joking. He's played in the league for like 300 years.
No, that's wrong. Final 4.
4, LeGarrette Blount, Ricky Williams, and
LaShawn McCoy.
LaShawn McCoy.
It's tough. You got 2 of them.
Ricky Williams didn't even play in the
Josh
same
Allen.
offense.
Wow.
Devin Singletary never would have gotten. Lamar Miller with who? The Dolphins?
Dolphins. Yeah.
Yeah. Ricky
Bilal
Williams.
Powell, Fred Jackson. Yeah, see, like CJ Spiller. Like,
Yeah, it's a list. That's why I was 1,000. I mean, the AFC East does not have outside of McCoy.
Yeah,
It's not
Ricky
great.
Williams was too early. Like his prime.
Yeah, too early. Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Frank
Matt,
Gore
you're up.
played 2 seasons with the
So,
Bills.
let's go
Over the
historic
net.
fantasy season 600.
This short prime running back had a historic season in 2017 with back-to-back 45-plus point games and only scoring under 18 4 times.
I'm pretty sold it's
Just
Jay
give me
Dry.
one sec. Short prime running back. No. I'm overriding the J pick. I'm gonna go Todd Gurley.
Oh,
Todd
Is it?
Gurley. Todd Gurley is my answer.
Todd Gurley.
No,
Wow.
no. How, dude?
I don't know what this
Show your
J.I.G. love
hand.
is.
Right here. Show
Can we
him.
chill out with the
Put it down.
J.I.G.?
Put it
Like,
down. Bring
he's a
Freeman. I want to see
Jeopardy
your phone.
legend.
I want to see your phone history.
No, he's not cheating. No, we're trying to have fun here.
Oh my lord! That was my
All right,
next.
well,
one. I was
we're
so
gonna need a
excited for
huge
that.
comeback. Like, if you can get a 2,000 pointer, you can. So let's see.
what would be the 2,000?
It's gonna be named that year. We're gonna go name that year.
For
2,000?
Yeah.
Looking
It's
up
not,
Jay.
it's not the 2,000, but it's what year did Drew Brees, Adrian Peterson, and Andre Johnson all lead their respective position yard stats in the NFL?
I believe it's 2014.
14? All right.
That's wrong.
I think 2012. I'm not gonna lie. I
If
think
this
that
is
was.
right, I'm just gonna turn the stream off.
I think that was Adrian Peterson's 4-yard short
Was
year.
it 12 or 13?
I think 12, but it really could be either. So you pick.
I kind of like 13, like unlucky number 13 kind of thing.
All right, sure. I think it's 12. We'll go 13.
All right, 2013.
You guys are way too late. 2008.
That's when I was.
What? Wait. What?
That's when I was born. 2008.
Who was born in
Wow, that's
2008?
Bird.
Oh
Nah,
my
that's
lord!
that's crazy. Matt's up, right? Yeah.
Yeah,
I
all right.
believe
We
so.
definitely got to go 800, right? Just to try and get some points.
2012 was his year that he ran for 2,000.
Yeah, I just looked it up. That's what I was thinking.
All right, so
Just pick
So
any.
Because
look,
Andre was late.
I think name missing player 800 because I feel like those are like kind of gettable. You know what I mean?
Sure.
2016 Falcons, Matt Ryan, Devontae Freeman, Julio Jones, and
Oh wow.
Hey, Roddy White.
Who?
No way.
no, it's not Roddy White.
All right. We'll just take a shot in the dark here. Give me Josh Gordon.
Oh, forgot to put the answer. Mohamed Sanu is the answer.
Oh, that was gettable. I used to play with him in Madden Mobile. He was a goat.
South Public legend.
All right, well,
Burke. I don't know. I don't know. What are we thinking here?
I feel like name the missing player would be the 2000, but
Yeah, I think we got to do it. I think we just got to do it. Jack's grinning ear to ear. We'll
it
take it.
it is the 2000. It's just
Brandon Marshall. Not him.
not a bad guess, but he was
definitely
gone by
not.
20.
Taking
Matt,
not a bad
I could be
guess.
wrong.
Doc,
I could be
I don't
wrong.
have a clue. And I
I
don't think, you do
this was
either.
Braxton Berrios' rookie year.
No way.
I can we go with him?
I don't care. Yeah, I
All
don't
right,
have
can
any.
we go
idea.
Braxton Berrios?
No, I mean, I don't know if any of you guys know. Quincy and Nunwa.
I do know.
You knew what?
Never would have gotten it, but I
I
come on.
remember who he is, but like, no.
Yeah,
Oh my god.
that's why I was worth
Yeah,
2,000.
let's go historic fantasy season 1,000. Doing big
All
time.
right, put him
I'll
away.
keep this 2,000 for both teams. This player has 2 highest non-quarterback fantasy point seasons for the Kansas City Chiefs.
Tony Gonzalez.
No, it's not correct.
All right, then we'll take Jamal Charles.
It's neither. It's Priest Holmes.
What?
2005 and 2006 put up consistent 440 point
Other
seasons.
home run it.
Name this player 800.
Mm-hmm. All right, are we gonna kick it over to Freed and Jock, or you wanna?
you might have to.
All
Go
right.
ahead.
So, Jock, what are you thinking?
Do it.
Frank Clark. It's correct.
Wow.
I was thinking of him. I just didn't.
Talking
have
about,
the name
baby.
All right.
That's what I'm talking
Just
about.
look at the
All right,
Broncos is my biggest question.
let me get a name top 3. Let me get a name top 3. We're hot now.
Name 3 of the top 6 quarterbacks with the most passing TDs that were not
Brady.
drafted
Tom
in the first
Brady,
round
yeah.
since 2000.
Matt Ryan,
Tom Brady.
Tom Brady. Why not throw Case Keenum out there?
and Teddy B.
And I'm going to throw Kirk Cousins out there.
Yeah, Willie, you're up.
All right. So, all right, we're just gonna give up on those two. Was I at least right with Kurt Warner?
No, sadly not.
I was even right with that. Oh my!
Who do we got here?
Brady, Breeze.
Oh, Breeze
Breeze
was
Russell.
the second round
was.
pick.
You didn't know that Wilson? Oh my!
Burke, dude, the Russell Wilson
Oh,
no
I
call
got-
is a killer.
I got Brady. Damn, dude. If we went,
You guys named 3 number 1 picks. You named Stafford, who was drafted first. Ryan
Yeah.
was drafted first, and Winston.
No way, Matt Ryan was drafted.
I'm
The Jameis
like
Winston could've
90% sure Matt Ryan was drafted first.
Matt Ryan was
Matt
drafted.
Ryan was drafted third.
Third overall. I mean, he wasn't first. He was third.
I mean, those are all not Kirk Cousins, but
Kirk Cousins.
good
I
players.
said Kirk. I said Kirk. I said Brady. I just ruled out Breeze. I didn't even think of the other 3. All right, let's
all
go.
right, last one for Will. What year did T.Y. Hilton lead in receiving yards and Tom Brady was suspended for the first
I know
4
this.
games?
2016.
No.
It's correct.
What? It was? Oh, that was
No.
17.
Haha, I get mad.
And I mean that's not going to be it. We're doing a double Jeopardy. So, team leaders Will and Matt, I need you to write down your answer on a paper and wager how many points you want to use for this double Jeopardy.
Oh wow.
All right.
Okay.
So get ready for this question. You two could you could text each other, teammates.
Can Will go first?
No, same
Well,
time.
not because you have to do the same time.
Okay.
Ready?
All right. 3,
Ready.
2, 1.
I have I don't know if you can see it. I have the same guy, Daryl Henderson.
Daryl Henderson is correct. So they take the win.
Wait, if they wait, hold up.
We
they
did
did.
400, so we're 100 ahead of you, no matter what happens.
Yeah.
You guys are soft.
Yeah.
We could, if we did our whole thing, we would have won.
So
Let's go.
that's it for a really great Jeopardy there. Matt's team winning by 100 points, coming down to the end with the double Jeopardy.
Yes, sir.
Good showing, guys. Of course, follow us on TikTok, St. Joe's Sports Shows. We're gonna start getting clips out there. Thank you for watching episode 4 of Joe's Knows NFL. So for Giacomo Imperiali, Will Kukowski, Brian Burke, Matt Freeman, me, Jack Kemler. Thanks for watching.